We are live, we are live, we are live, we are live. Hey, guys, it's Old Man G here, back again for another match reaction. It's late. Do a brief match reaction, about 20 minutes, obviously. But we're going to talk about obviously the United versus Southampton game. It was almost a good day today, but Chelsea just about scraped their win. So happy days to them. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about United 3-0 convincing win at the end of the day. Remember, guys, if you're on the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, WeUnitedX, and smash the notification button. And get it. Yeah, Samasi, man. Samasi. I wanted to cook. I wanted to cook. I don't think they played that great. I don't think it played that great. Yeah, I mean, people are going to be talking about Sancho, but I'm going to be talking about Ahmad. Because for me, I'll keep it a stack. Ahmad is not on 350k a week, and quite frankly, I thought he played really well. So, if the choice is between Ahmad and Sancho, I'm gonna stick with Sancho, and we can invest the 350k that we've now saved a week in other players. But that's just my 2 cents. But anyway, guys, I think as far as Chelsea concerned, that's their thing. But United, as far as United concerned, I think we were. I think, like I said, I think if you go into the United game, it pivoted on a couple of key moments. The key moments being the penalty save from Onana, obviously the goal by De Ligt. Shout out De Ligt. Samasi, we're looking after your boy. We're looking after Bayern boys. We are looking after Bayern boys. De Ligt, obviously the goal that gave Rashford confidence, because I think that really helped. You saw the difference when I think Rashford scored. I don't know whether, and I'm hoping that he'll carry that will continue going forward, because it almost feels like, right, okay, I've got something now. And it was a good goal by Rashford. It was a good goal by Rashford. And then of course, the sending off for Southampton, So yeah, I mean, overall, I think ultimately, big up Liverpool losing against Forest. It is what it is. Amanda's exactly. Version to quick. I want exactly. Like, I want to put this out here. Like, I'm seeing on the TL people talking about Sancho, and it's just like, Amad Diallo is the first defensive player to create 6 chances of 100 strikers in a PL game this decade. And yet people are talking about, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really, really, really don't get it. But that's my point of view. Like, we have a right winger. He's called Amad Diallo. End of story. Simple as that. I might tweet that actually, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, a point I'm trying to make is that I think overall this was a very good performance from Manchester United. And Southampton, I think they did press us obviously quite a bit in the first 20 minutes. I wouldn't go as far to say that we were crap. I think a lot of people said the United were crap in first. I don't think we were. I think the midfield was still a problem. But if we're honest, did Southampton really create a lot of chances? Really? Did they really create? I'm not 100% sure whether Southampton really created the chances that would want them being seen as somehow better than us in the first 30 minutes. Regardless, that save by Nana was, and I just want to say that Nana's getting so much hate from United fans, from non-United fans, the banter thing, etc., like that. He is able to stop the penalties, man. And you've got to give credit where credit is due. He stopped the penalties. That was the big thing that kept us in the game, if we're perfectly honest. And United, unfortunately, is still a confidence team. They're still a confidence team. If we concede early, if we drop our heads, we fall apart. But with something like that, with the save, it really did bring the confidence in the team. it really did make the team be like, right, okay, maybe we can actually do something now, So I can't state, how important that save was. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll obviously get and do some player ratings as well. But let me obviously know what your thoughts are in the comments as well. I think it was a brilliant finish by obviously Rashford. Hopefully that his confidence comes back. Honorable mentions to Matsurari, by the way. Matsurari, I think, had a really solid game. For 15 million, Matsurari was a steal. Matsurai was a steal for 15 million. He absolute steal. And De Ligt, who got a lot of criticism in the international break, people saying he's finished, he's washed, blah, blah, blah. De Ligt actually came good. And De Ligt, I thankfully, touch wood, he's not going to be injured. Hopefully Martinez is not injured, because we need that Martinez. I would definitely rest them against Barnsley. I think there's no reason to play De Ligt and Martinez. Give them a good rest against Barnsley. You can play Maguire. I don't know who else you play at centre back. Do we even have anybody else? Maybe Maguire and Evans, if you want to go that far, but you can play them. And then rest until Crystal Palace on the Wednesday, where we need to win. We need to win away to Crystal Palace. It's as simple as that. We need to win away to Crystal Palace. And Ugarte obviously cameo as well came on. Ugarte, I think, was solid. I think obviously he will start. It's going to be a very, Palace is definitely a bogey team for Manchester United. Oh, I see. Kobe was so the Argentinian. Yeah, Kobe was. Yeah, that's why I said Ugarte hopefully should give him some help. Ugarte should hopefully give Kobe Mainoo some help. That's the hope anyway. I don't know why Bayern sold them so, but I'll take Bayern's gifts. I'll take Bayern's gifts. Overall, I'm happy with that performance. I think that was a solid away performance. I think a lot of people will say, it wasn't good. It wasn't good performance, but it was an away performance. It doesn't matter what team it is in the Premier League. 3-0 away is always a good result away. Simple as that. I'd have been a bit disappointed if we were at home playing like this, but away, no. This is a solid away performance. Mustafa says, if we beat Palace, it'll be good. Yeah, exactly. Big up Mustafa, man. It will be. Because you have Barnsley at home. In fact, let's quickly look at the fixtures here. Let me quickly look at Manchester United before we go back to the stats. So it's going to be a brief show, by the way. So because I have to back, but where is it here? Manchester here. Yeah. So you look at this and you think, okay, Barnsley on Tuesday, 8 o'clock should be a win. If you beat Palace away, and Palace away is always bogey for us. So if we do beat Palace away, it will be a boost. Then you've got Europa League on Wednesday, FC Trent, touch with no injuries at home. And then the following Saturday, you've got Spurs at home. Now, really and truly, these are winnable games. Palace started the season so-so. Barnsley should be straightforward. FC 20 should be a solid. And then you've got a Spurs team that I'm not sure how Spurs are right now, to be honest. I think Spurs are kind of so-so. So in an ideal world, we could be in a situation where we at least go on a 5-game unbeaten run, and that will give the team confidence, hopefully. Then you've got Porto in the Europa League. Don't know how that will go. I mean, shout out Pepe. And then you've got Villa away. Villa away for me, if we can win all these, Villa away for me is going to be the true test to see where United are. Brentford at home should be fine. You've got Fenerbahce, West Ham away, should be okay. And then you've got Chelsea at home, which will be, again, interesting game. So if we build the momentum, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Just get some stats. Yeah. I'm confident against Spurs as well, but let's see how we respond in the next couple of games, my personal opinion. Big up everyone who's watching. Remember to drop a like, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Remember, bottom right-hand corner. Agatha was good when he came on. Yeah, wait, UCL is on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday on the EPL games, Europa League games. Does UCL start from next week or is it the week after? I thought it was the week after UCL starts. I think it's the week after UCL starts. UCL is back Tuesday, yes. So United, yeah. So that's why you're not playing. UCL is back on Tuesday, but United aren't in UCL, so we're playing on Thursday, aren't we? Unfortunately, so that they're squeezing in this EFL games to play there. Ardius, are you on HS? I should be. I'll see. I need to just finish my match reaction stream and then we'll do it. Do you rate Duran? Yeah, it's solid. I like that for Villa. So United actually were interested in him about 2 years ago when he was in the MLS, if I recall. But like a lot of players United were interested in at the time, we didn't go for them because we didn't have a proper scouting network that really utilized proper young players, with the exception of Ahmad, obviously. Let's just quickly have a look at stats and quickly go to player ratings, then we get out of here. Obviously, this is skewed due to the red card that Southampton got, but 20 shots to Southampton 6. You've got to remember, guys, I don't think Southampton has shot on target since the penalty save. Up until I think the red card, I don't think they had a shot on target. Amazing. 4 on target to 10 possession. Obviously, United, especially when we got the red card, obviously more passes, pass accuracy better, more fouls somehow. I'm going to stop that. Yellow cards, obviously they got the red card, 7 corners, and at least in fairness, we actually took advantage of that with De Ligt, who seems to be good in the air, so that's a good shout. As the table stands right now, United are 10th. We needed that win now. We needed that win. We needed that win. We're 10th, obviously 4 games played, and we are 2 points behind Brighton, who drew today against Ipswich. I don't know how we dropped points against Brighton, man. We should at least be on 7 points. We should have beaten them away. It is what it is, but my goodness, I don't know how that happened. And hopefully we can turn things around. We should have beaten Brighton, or at least not drawn against them. But anyway, regardless, given that top 4 is the aim, we are only 2 points from top 4. So let's see what happens. City, on the other hand, geez, City have probably won this league already. It's scary. It really is scary. The Casemiro pass was great. Yes, it was. Ahmad is so good. Yes, he's done more than Sancho and United. I mean, I don't want to compare like with like. So, but the thing is that I just don't like. He's a Chelsea player now. I hope he does well. Good for him, etc. But he's a Chelsea player now. I'd rather back. I don't want. I'm a bit tired of people saying like, "Oh, Sancho's just like." It's not like we let a player go. Like I can get Pogba because we still have yet, despite Pogba going, we still yet to replace Pogba. We don't have a Pogba-like player in this team, so I understand that. But Sancho's gone. We've got a replacement, Ahmad, and Ahmad is fine. So, unless you're saying that Ahmad and Sancho should swap, which I don't think is the case, because one will want to start, then there's no point. There's no point, in my opinion, of having a bench or a squad player who's on 350k a week. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. You have to play, Xerxes was so, yep, Lincoln play was good, but he just needs that goal. I agree. Right, let's quickly go to the player ratings. Hopefully everyone can see that. And then, like I said, we'll be out. Big up the United stand for these. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comments as well. I need to put a man of the match tab on my YouTube thing as well, actually. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that after it. Who's your man of the match? Let me know who your man of the match is in the chat as well. Onana saved the penalty, saved beforehand. Yeah, I'll give the guy. He didn't really do that much afterwards, but it did. The mentality change did it. So I'll give him a 7. I think. Matsurari. Actually, I'll give him an 8. I think I'll give Onana an 8. Actually, I know average is 7.2 apparently, but I give him an 8 actually, because that penalty save basically won us the game if you think about it. Matswari, he's having a good mood. Matswari, I'll give him a solid 7 as well. 6.8, so this guy for 50 million has been so good for us. And it'll be interesting to see what happens when Luke Shaw's back. What happens? It'll be interesting. What is this? Vice says another season of Manchester City Football Club win, to be honest. Well, that is true. They've got a long way to get the same amount of titles that United have, though. So there is that. Please, Please stop mentioning the 15 mil. Oh yeah, because it was 15 mil. It was a steal, Samasi. It was a steal. De Ligt, I think I'll give De Ligt an 8. I think De Ligt was really good. He got the goal, good defensively, so like he especially after what happened against the Netherlands, like he's I'm very happy with the De Ligt signing, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when Euro comes back. It really will. Lisandro, I think still maybe a little bit tired, but actually no, he had a good performance. I'll give Lisandro a solid 7. Yeah. And bearing in mind he flew from America after international duty, Lisandro's is it's key for me. One of the big reasons why Manchester United struggled last season was because defensively the back four was all over the place from injuries. The key to United to have a successful campaign this season is that this player and this player and this player, are fit. Dalot, we can rely on him. These guys need to remain fit, and at the very least, we should beat the teams that we need to beat. And that should mean a good Europa League campaign, and hopefully a top 4. Because from what I've seen so far, I don't think Brighton have consistency. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, obviously City will be there, Liverpool will be there, Arsenal will be there, Chelsea will be there, Villa will be there, and then maybe Newcastle, Spurs. So you've got that top 7 there, I think. So we need to see what happens. Let's see. Moving on, Diego Dalot. I mean, I'll give him a 6. He did get he got cooked today, but remember, he's not a left back. He did get cooked today, but he isn't a left back. He's not a left back. So, I don't really know. Oh, why didn't he do this? It's like, yeah, okay, fine, but he's not a left back. It's not his position. So yeah, I just I feel bad for the dude, but because he's doing us a job there, because a certain other player can't stay fit. So so there you go. Let's move on here. Kobe, I'll give a 6. I don't think he had the best game today, but he's now getting to the point where he's being a bit overplayed. And I'm worried about that. I don't know whether you bring in Toby or the Senegalese guy. Is it Kone, I think, who he signed to come in and alternate. I mean, I know that people might say it's wrong, but for me, I think he should rest against Barnsley. He shouldn't play against Barnsley. I would play Toby in his place. And because if I'm honest, I'm not that fussed about the Carabao Cup this season. I mean, it's nice, it's cool, but I'm not like, yeah, we need to go win the Carabao Cup. I don't really care. Even if we somehow get knocked out, I don't really care. So for me, it's about resting players. We need to have a good league campaign and at least a good Europa League campaign, because those are where Champions League football is accessed. So I would rest Kobe against Barnsley personally. Play maybe Toby there if you want, or you can play Agate and Casemiro there maybe. If you want to give Casemiro some time, play Agate, Casemiro, or Toby, or whatever, get something like that. Maybe even Eriksen even. Christian Eriksen, let's give him a 6. I'll give Christian Eriksen 6 as well. I think when we went a goal up I think you saw a bit more of that old school creative play from Christian Eriksen, man, which I think was which I think we missed. But yeah, he had a good game. But I think more so when we scored the second goal, because before that, the midfield was just was all over the place. It really, really was. Yeah, exactly. I'm worried about the overuse of him. Like, yeah, exactly. I'm worried about him too. That's why I said that players like Toby Collier, maybe a Garton come in, those types of players can potentially come and help. Let's have a look. Bruno, he did give that assist. He did give that assist. 6.5. Yeah, 6. I'll give him a 6 because I don't think Bruno had a better game than our defenders, basically. Personally, I don't think he did. I'm not saying he had a bad game. He had an average game, better than he's had in previous games, to be honest. But that's what I would say. Ahmad for me is an 8. I mean, they said 7. I don't care because for me, Ahmad was him and De Ligt were the best players in the field. That creativity, that spark on the right side that we missed, not just busy shooting, but dribbling, trying to find people, trying to create something. You know, we've missed that. Sancho was always supposed to be that. It didn't work out, but now Ahmad is. So I hope that people see Ahmad now as actually our right winger, not like a temporary placement, not a backup, not whatever. I hope people see Ahmad as this is our right winger now. That right hand side now belongs to Ahmad. He's that position. And to be honest, he was so creative at times that I was thinking maybe you play him as number 10. Because at one point in the game, especially I think after the first goal, Ahmad was central, Rashford was on the right, and Bruno was on the left, I think, at one point. You know, so could you have a situation where you have that flexibility in the front three with Xerxes dropping deep, where, you know, Rashford goes onto the left, Bruno goes to the right, you know, Ahmad, you get some flexibility. That might work. Or you could, you know, and if you want to forcibly play Bruno, play him on the right or whatever, and then play, you know, Garnacho on the left, and, you know, see. So, but for me, yeah, Ahmad had a very good game today. So for me, he's an 8. Rashford, let's give him a 7. Let's give Rashford a 7. He got the goal. So he's my man of the match. He got the goal, and I'm happy about that. And I just hope that this process continues for Rashford, and that the confidence comes back. I just hope his confidence comes back and he really can just go and move forward and do his thing. That's just the only thing I hope for Marcus Rashford. And if he can, because if we can find a Rashford that can finish like that, that can do what he did, happy days, man. We're back, you know, because we need his goals this season. Xerxes, I'll give a 7 as well. I think, you know, he just needs that goal. He needs that goal. The hold-up play was good. But yeah, he just needs to work on his finishing, because if Xerxes' finishing had been better, to be honest, it would have been 5 at least. You know, again against Brighton, again against Liverpool, he had his chances, you know. So hopefully with time, you know, he'll get the goals, you know. So, but his overall play beforehand was solid. So fair play to him. Maguire came on. Yeah, it was fine. No issues there. Maguire 6. Evans came on. No issues there with 6. Casemiro came on. No issues there. 6. Agata came in. Obviously, no issues for me. It's hopefully we'll see more of him. Looks like a warrior, and hopefully, we can see more of him. I assume he will start, and you know, at least. We'll see what the balance is, because obviously in this game, I think Mainoo was probably playing a lot deeper. Mainoo was essentially playing the deeper role, with Eriksen going a bit more forward, and then Bruno. Hopefully now with Agate playing that role, Mainu can have a bit more license to run and do things, you know. Garnacho, obviously, I'll give Garnacho a 7. Obviously, he scored the goal in the end. He's now kind of had to hold bench to include Rashford because of what Ahmad is doing. But yeah, he's coming off the bench. And to be fair to Garnacho, you know, is a Garnacho still the quality level I'd say that you'd start him? I think Ahmad is probably ahead of him for his development, I would argue, to be honest. I would. Because with Ahmad, you can start him and he can play 90 minutes. He can be solid. Garnacho, I feel, at this point in time, is still just an impact sub. Although that's still been better than Rashford at some time. But, you know, we'll see what happens. And finally, Ten Hag, give him a 7. Give him a 7. He's still got a lot to do. He's still got a lot to do to turn things on, but he's got the games to do so. So hopefully he can turn the games around. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, thanks everyone tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at ReUnited X and smash that notification button. We will be live for some more watch-alongs next week, as well as reactions. Members, I'll be recording my Champions League and Europa League previews. So if you want to become a member of the channel and you want to watch that content, please consider becoming a member of the channel. Bottom right-hand corner as well. I'll be uploading those videos soon as well. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers. Peace.